Oh my gosh, you guys, I ended up falling asleep. I got woken up so early today because I took my makeup off because I knew I was gonna take a nap. But AJ woke up like at 5 a.m. and I couldn't work out this morning, and my plan was to work out during his nap time, but I was just so tired, so I fell asleep too. And then he fell asleep, but I'll just have to work out tonight. But I just got like the most interesting message from my nurse, because she called, and while I was asleep, I don't know if they received the lab work and everything, because she called, said she wanted me to or that she wanted to go over everything, and that if I had any questions to give her a call back, and then in the meantime to review my FET checklist. But I'm just so confused because the checklist that she sent me is for a natural frozen embryo transfer, and that was never the plan. Like, we were never supposed to do a natural frozen embryo transfer. The plan is to do a medicated cycles, or like a medicated transfer, which for my son EJ's transfer, the protocol wasn't the doctor called on an HRT, frozen embryo transfer, which I'm trying to look here what that stands for, and I'm probably like, I mean, I should probably know this, but I don't. I know that just HRT is medicated, like that's all I know, and I know that a natural isn't. Oh, it's a hormone replacement. I'm assuming, I don't know what the T stands for. Hormone replacement. Okay. Should have known. Hormone replacement therapy. Meaning that I'm like on estrays and progesterone and everything. Like they time everything with the natural. I've done a natural before, and I don't want to do a natural because I mean, if it worked, it would be so nice because I wouldn't have to be on progesterone. I wouldn't need to do estrays. I wouldn't need to do any of that because my body would produce it, and basically my body would be doing all the work. So that would be nice, but I don't feel comfortable with a natural transfer because we've done that in the past and it didn't work. Like, it didn't work at all. My beta then transfer was 0. And every time that I've done an HRT, frozen embryo transfer, it's either been like it's worked, or I've miscarried at 9 weeks, which we found out it had nothing to do with the protocol itself. It had to do with the embryos, and they weren't genetically normal. So I just don't feel comfortable with the natural protocol because I'm scared the embryo won't stick, and I don't want to do it. So I don't know how that's gonna affect everything. I don't know if maybe she just like if she typed it incorrectly, or if she, it was an accident. But now I'm like super worried, and I missed her call while I napped, and I was so torn between napping and running, and now I'm so mad that I didn't run, because if I was running, I wouldn't have missed this call. And it's already 4:26, and their system is down because I couldn't send her a message, so I had to call. I couldn't get a hold of her, so I had to leave a message with someone, and they told me that their system is down. So she's gonna send her a message, and hopefully she gives me a call back. But if she does, I'll try to pick up the camera and keep you guys in the loop. Okay guys, I know I look like death, but I work from home, so I actually never even put on makeup really during the week. And I worked out this morning, and so I just got out of the shower. My hair is actually still wet. But anyways, so in the last clip that you saw, I had received a call from my nurse, and she wanted to go over our protocol and everything, but I was just really confused because on her email, like the email that she sent to me as well as her voicemail message, she kept referring it to a natural a frozen embryo transfer, and I'm just like so anxious because we never agreed on a natural frozen embryo transfer protocol. Like the entire time, like our plan has been to do like a medicated transfer. So it's a hormone replacement therapy with birth control protocol that we did for our son EJ. That worked, and that's actually like basically the only protocol that I trust at this point, and so that's the one I want to do. And anyway, so I called her back, but she didn't call me back. On her message she said she was available after 4. So I called her at 4, and she wasn't available. I had to leave a message with like an assistant or something. She told me that their system was down, but that she would make sure she got the message. So I don't know if they're just like super busy because the portal was down. I had tried multiple times to send her a message through the patient portal, and it just kept saying there was an error, like an internal error. And so it was just down, and which was really, really frustrating because I needed to get a hold of her. But anyway, it's 9 the next day. I'm assuming they open at 8, and she hasn't called me back. So I think I'm gonna give her a call back, just because everything with a transfer is very like time specific, and I don't know if a few hours will count, but or like what the time, like if it affects the timeline. Not in a hurry, but I also don't want to like drag this out a month or whatever, if like I need to be on birth control now, or if I need to be doing something. But anyway, so I'm gonna give her a call now. I'm gonna place you guys on my coffee cup. Actually, it's a cup. Well, it's a cup, but I gave up coffee about, gosh, almost a month ago. Okay, that's not gonna work. Let's place you on my Stanley. Yeah, I had given up coffee because I knew we were gonna be doing this, so I didn't want to be going through caffeine withdrawals while I was, transferring or whatever. But anyway, let me give her a call and see. So let's call back. Call back.
Thank you for calling SRM. If this is a medical emergency, please hang up and dial 911.
Okay, so I just got an email. I haven't opened it yet, so let's see what she said. Okay, sorry, I'm like reading it. So she put, "Good morning, Jessica. Dr. Lettery entered the natural frozen embryo transfer protocol. Please know that the nursing staff cannot determine the treatment plan, as the protocols must come from the provider. I will ask him to update your protocol accordingly. Once he has fixed this, we will let you know. What is your desired timeline? Please let me know a couple of times that would work best to schedule a call." Okay. Okay, so desired timeline. I'm gonna be training. I don't get done with training until after the 20th, so it's gonna have to be I just have a wedding. I'm gonna go to the first week of so the wedding I'm attending is on August 5th. So I don't care if I transfer before August 5th. I just don't want, I want to take it like pretty easy that first week. And so I believe. I don't want to like do anything. I can transfer the week before or so. It's just that weekend, like I don't want to be on my feet. I want to relax. I don't want to think about anything. So if I can do it before August 5th or after August 5th, just not that week. So I'm gonna let her know, and yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. I'm gonna schedule a call with her too, so I'll make sure that I record that so that you guys can know what's going on as well. She's calling. Hello.
Hello, this is Seattle Reproductive Medicine. This is Jessica.
Hi, this is Jessica.
Hi, we're just looking to do some scheduling right now. Is now a good time?
Yes, and what is this for? I'm sorry.
This is for a follow-up appointment.
With Dr. Luttery?
Yeah, correct.
Okay. Oh, I didn't know I needed a follow-up appointment, but...
Oh, yeah, he just reached out to us actually a few minutes ago asking us to get you in for one this Thursday or Friday.
Okay, I can do Friday, but I don't know if you guys, or Thursday. What's closest to lunchtime?
Closest to lunchtime? Okay. So that would be either, let's see, a 1 p.m. or an 11:30. Is one of those work for you?
Which one is the one on Friday?
Looks like on Friday we have both of those as well as a noon.
Okay, let's do a 1 p.m. actually.
Okay, 1 p.m. on Friday?
Yes, please.
Sure. And then before I get you scheduled for that, could I quickly verify your last name and date of birth?
Yeah, my last name is Casal. Okay guys, so it is later in the day. I received an email from my my nurse, which I think I showed that on screen, and I replied to her and we scheduled a call at 3 o'clock. I don't know if the call is going to be with her or if it's going to be with my doctor. Either way, I'm just happy somebody's calling me back because I am like super stressed right now, and it's probably just like a simple, I'm hoping simple fix, but I don't know, just this whole process is so nerve-wracking already, and I just feel like so on edge when things don't go the way that they're supposed to go. So yeah, I should be calling me here shortly. I just don't want there to be a huge delay in our transfer because, yeah, I just want to get this over with, like, in a good way, right? Like, I just don't, like, when you're you're going through IVF or you are battling with infertility, you know that your life basically gets put on hold in order to do something like this. So we're revolving like our schedule, our life, all our future plans around this transfer. So yeah, I just wanna get this over with, and hopefully we're pregnant and we can move forward and, you know, plan for a baby. But if that's not the case, then we can yeah, move forward with a retrieval. But anyway, I'll stop recording now. That way my camera doesn't die. And hello, this is Jessica.
Hi, is this Jessica?
Hi, this is.
Hi, this is Rebecca from SRM calling. Just wanted to go over the checklist if now's an okay time.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, perfect. So the only things that need to be done before we can get your transfer date is to receive financial clearance. We are first waiting for your SIS and your TSH results to come back. That should take a day. Yes, that's in the day. We haven't received that yet. Where did you get those testing items done?
So the blood work was done with LabCorp. LabCorp. And then the SIS was done with Dr. Sizemore in
Perfect.
yeah, Kennewick. Sorry, Richland.
Okay, perfect. Let me see if I can find you on the LabCorp website. If not, we'll just have to keep an eye out for those results. The TSH can take a couple days, but we know you got those done. We're just basically waiting for those to come over. And then the other thing is just to get financial clearance. So as soon as that's all done, squared away, we'll be able to request your transfer date.
Okay.
And then we get you a transfer on August 4th, right?
So I paid for the deposit like 2 weeks, basically like right away. So I don't know why they haven't given the financial clearance, but I paid for it online. And then I'm sorry, what did you say about August 4th?
Just going off of your messages, that's kind of the timeline you're looking for to have your transfer done that day?
No, so the only week that doesn't work for us is that first week. We have a wedding we're gonna go to that Saturday, and I kind of want to lay low after transfer.
Gotcha. Okay.
So
yeah, we'll be able to go get that all squared away once we actually get your financial clearance. And I'll check with Stella on what the holdup is. I think the only thing that they're waiting for is for your insurance authorization to come back.
Oh, okay. I think she did mention that. And then I have a question. So am I still going to speak to Dr. Lettery? I'm just so confused with what the protocol is.
Yeah, so he wants to speak with you. I think you already have an appointment set up for Friday. So he'll go over the specifics of your protocol. But basically, with a medicated transfer cycle, you can be on birth control pills. They aren't absolutely required. It's just based upon what date you get. It's just to keep your body at baseline. You can be on the estrates anywhere from 12 to 21 days. You come in for a lining check to see how your lining's looking. At that lining check, we're looking to see if your lining is nice and thick and if you have a dominant follicle. If you can meet the criteria, we'll also draw some labs to make sure that you haven't recently ovulated. If all that looks good, you start your progesterone the next day, and then on the 6th day of progesterone, you're transferred. You'll get a calendar once we get your date requested and offered. But I know it's a lot of like, when this happens, this happens, and this happens. But once we get that financial clearance done, you get your dates within a couple days. It's not like an IVF date where you wait a whole week to get an offer, and it can be like several months down the road. Typically, it's like we'll be able to cycle you with your next cycle. It all just depends on how quickly we're able to move through the checklist. And then let's say you come in for your lining check and your lining isn't nice and thick. We just have you come back in a couple days, and we can add on vaginal estrates to thicken your lining. So there's things we can do if that were the case, but that's kind of how that calendar looks like with a medicated transfer cycle.
Okay. And so are we still on track to do like a late July or sometime in August transfer?
Yeah, this doesn't alter it because, I mean, you guys are in a really good spot. You've mostly finished everything. The only thing that you're missing is that financial clearance portion. And so as long as we get that squared away here soon, like when do you expect your July period to start?
So I had my June period on the 10th, so probably somewhere around the 10th. Like July 10th.
Yeah, so by July 10th, we'll likely be able to, we'll likely have your financial clearance taken care of by that point. And then it would just be a matter of requesting your date, and then we would send you a calendar. And when you're ready for that, I ask you, like, when's your next menstrual period, any out-of-town date. So that would also be, where you let me know, like, hey, there's this week where I'm really busy. I have that wedding. I don't want to do anything this week. And then we would take that into account. So we would give you a transfer or any monitoring appointments during that week.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. So then I'll meet with Dr. Lettery, and then we can change it most likely then to a medicated cycle or transfer.
Yeah, so we already have your treatment. Like, he's going to just go over, questions and then talk about your other remaining embryo. Just some questions that he wants to follow up with you, since you guys didn't formally discuss that at your follow-up since the original plan was IVF. He had said, like, no follow-up needed, but then he was like, no, I'd rather connect with them. So I apologize for the back and forth, but he would like to connect with you on Friday.
Okay. And so then basically now it's just we're waiting for my July cycle?
Yeah, we're waiting for financial clearance, and then once that's done, we wait for your July period.
Okay, so I wouldn't, because I remember before being on birth control to trigger a period. So I wouldn't be on birth control?
That would be, okay, so did you just have a natural period, or because we didn't induce this period?
No, this was a natural period, yeah.
Okay. So if this cycle goes wrong, then we may have to induce your period with Provera, but that would be like you letting us know, like, here, Rebecca, I'm on day, 35, 36. I haven't started a period yet. Then we would say, okay, let me reach out to Dr. Lettery. Does he recommend having you come in? Can we just induce with Provera right away? Because you're in the middle of your cycle, we wouldn't start birth control pills now. They're typically started on cycle day 2.
Okay.
So we would just wait to see what the outcome of this cycle is. And then based upon your calendar, if you need birth control pills, then we would have you start them.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Okay. And I'll reach out to Dr. Sizemore's office right now to get a copy of your SIS report.
Okay. All right. And then so I'll just, talk to Dr. Lettery on Friday then.
Perfect. And I'll reach out to Stella, see if we have any updates on your financial clearance. And then if we do, I'll send you a message.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you so much.
Of course. Have a good one. Bye.
You too. Bye. Okay. I don't know how I still don't understand how we're going to transfer in August. Trying to look at the calendar from last time. Oh, hey, you know what? I've done this so many times and I feel like every time it's something different. Like, you would think, right, that I would just like have it down completely, and I don't. It's always, I don't know if it's just the nerves, if it's whatever. I just get super emotional when it comes to this kind of stuff because there's so much writing on the line, but I just have to trust that they know what they're doing. I have to ask the questions and, make sure that I'm advocating for myself. Like if you had wanted to do a natural protocol, I would have definitely made sure to put my foot down, but it sounds like we'll be able to switch it. And, she said that there shouldn't be a delay in the transfer, so we should still be able to transfer sometime in August. I don't think I'll share the exact date, but we're looking at sometime in August, just not the first week of August because that doesn't work for me. But okay, guys, I think I'm just gonna end the video here. I know I was all over the place, but that's just kind of how IVF goes. I hope you guys enjoyed it and were able to keep up. If you want to follow us on our journey, don't forget to hit the like button and to subscribe to my channel. I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.